Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Pre-Market News and Views by In the Money Stocks. Today is October 23rd, 2019. My name is Nick Santiago. Thank you all for tuning in this morning. Today we have the S&P 500 E-mini futures trading lower by about 2 points to 29.92.5 per contract. Futures were a little bit weaker even in the overnight session. However, they're not far off of the flat line, so we'll keep an eye on things. We'll see how that plays out. Even the NASDAQ futures, which were much lower overnight, have really come back, and they're actually in positive territory by about 7 points. So we're going to be watching this pretty closely, but we have lots of stocks in the news. We have earnings pouring in. Last night we had a big one here with Texas Instruments. Let's get to that chart. That stock got absolutely hammered. It is still down quite a bit. Stock closed at $128.57, now sitting at $118.33. Briefly traded below the 115 level. So again, we're going to be watching this pretty close. I'm going to have gap levels ready to go. But one level right off the bat that has caught my eye is right around 110, maybe a pierce of 110 by a few pennies. That would be a very, very good level this morning. I'm going to have other levels posted up in the intraday stock chat room that will open up around 9:15 this morning. Next up, I want to take a look at Caterpillar. Caterpillar reported earnings today. The stock immediately sold off. You could see here right around 6:30 in the morning. Stock traded as low as 123. Now it's right back up to around 132.70, basically a dollar lower than its close. So Caterpillar, pretty wild moves here, but nonetheless, there's no real damage done in this pre-market. So we'll see how it plays out once the opening bell rings. If the stock does rally right around the 138 to 139 level, there should be a lot of resistance. If the stock does sell off, I would probably look down towards, well, you can have several levels, 125, 124, 117.50. There'll be lots of levels for Caterpillar out here. So we'll look at this one once the opening bell rings in the intraday stock chat room. Next up, we're going to take a look at Boeing. Boeing right now trading at 341.72. Stock closed at 337. So Boeing upticking a little bit. Yesterday it hit a big level. I talked about that yesterday. Any pierce of 325. And sure enough, that's exactly where it went. Stock had a good little rebound, and it's holding up today. So we'll give it the benefit of the doubt for the time being. So let's see what Boeing does once the opening bell rings. No real level here for this one that I could give out. That I see at the moment, but we're going to keep it on the radar and we'll see what it gives us a little bit later. Next up, I want to take a look at Whirlpool, WHR. This stock is trading at 152.50, closed at 160.62. That's a pretty good little sell-off. Watch for a little bit of support around 144 today. Gets to 144. I think that is a potential day trade level. Next up, I want to take a look at Norfolk Southern, NSC, railroad stock. Right now, it's trading at 186.99. We're not going to make much out of this. No real volume here in the pre-market. We'll look at it once the opening bell rings. Next up, I want to take a look at Freeport-McMoRan. FCX is the ticker symbol here. Stock is trading at 975. Closed at 993. I see resistance here intraday around 1045 to 1050. I don't see it getting above there, but it's holding up pretty well for the most part at the moment. Next up, we want to take a look at the SMH. This is getting pounded today in sympathy to the Texas Instruments news. So this got as low as 120, even pierced 120, now trading back to 121.35. So it's come back quite a bit. Again, if this gets down to around 115.50 today, it's going to be a very, very good level. So keep it on the radar. I don't know if that would happen, but we'll see if it does. Let's take a look at iRobot, IRBT. This stock right now getting hammered, closed at 54.03, now trading at $45. The only level I could find on this that even looks remotely attractive is around 38.50. So keep that on the radar today, 38.50 for iRobot. Next up, I want to take a look at ServiceNow, NOW. I think the CEO is leaving. Stock sold off pretty sharply, got down to 190. Now has rebounded back to 215, closed at 228.20. So again, we'll see what this thing does once the opening bell rings. Level I like for this stock really would probably be around 207, but I'm not sure it's even going to do that. So we'll keep an eye on this one. Be careful with this name. Next up, Chipotle Mexican Grill. They reported earnings. This stock has been on fire in 2019. Today coming back down a little bit. Right now trading at $811.99. Closed at $831. I still think there's a lot of support in this 800 area. So again, nothing great for Chipotle, nothing terrible. Stock is trading a bit lower after reporting earnings. Next up, we have Eli Lilly. This stock right now trading at 106.70, closed at 109.84. I like the 104.50, 104.65 level. That probably is my best bet for today. If it gets there, look for a day trade bounce. In fact, all levels mentioned in this video are day trade levels. Let's take a look at Boston Scientific, BSX. Stock right now is trading at $40.49. Closed at $38.18, now trading at $40.49. So great little pop there. Resistance on this one just appears to $42. Should be pretty good intraday resistance. Let's do one more here. TMO. Thermo Fisher right now catching a big bid. This stock closed at $281, now trading at $291. So that's a good little pop there. This can actually go as high as $301, $302. So again, no problems there. If you own TMO, trail your stop loss. There are lots of other names reporting, lots of other companies reporting earnings out here. We'll look at some others once the opening bell rings. We'll try to get as many gap levels as we can. And again, we'll just take it slow and steady. But we have lots and lots of moving parts out here. Let's go over to the gold market. Gold futures today trading higher by 8 points. So right now, gold futures sitting at around $14.95. This is a chart right here of gold futures, so you can see exactly what it's doing. Crude oil today, what can you say? Crude oil is a little bit on the weaker side. If you take a look here at crude, dipping a little bit right now. It looks to be down around 70 cents, so $53.89 a barrel. So crude under pressure. Gold is moving higher. Market futures under pressure a little bit on the S&P 500. NASDAQ futures actually are positive. So again, it's a flat tape, but a wild open. You got lots and lots of earnings to come and a lot of earnings already today. So again, get ready. If you have not done so, come on over. Check out the intraday stock chat room. We're having a dynamite 2019. We're going to look to keep that going right into the end of the year. With that being said, everybody, have a great trading day, and we'll see you a little bit later on the charts.